What is going on? I am that guy Joe, and today I will be giving my review of Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart after just over 15 hours of gameplay. What is Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart? It is the 9th mainline game in the shooter platforming series Ratchet & Clank and a direct sequel to the PlayStation 3 game Ratchet & Clank Into the Nexus. The game starts with a retired Ratchet & Clank being honored for their heroics only to have their parade attacked by Dr. Nefarious, who steals the Dimensionator and breaks reality, causing the dimensions to collapse. The big gimmick of this game was the dimension warping in certain levels. I feel like this gimmick was used just enough, as it would have likely gotten a little tiresome if every level and large battle utilized dimension warping. Some of the battles and levels where this gimmick is utilized are some of my favorites in the entire series. Blizar Prime may be my new favorite level across all of the Ratchet & Clank games. Warping between the two dimensions in this world was a ton of fun and really utilized the speed of the PS5 SSD. Combat in Rift Apart is amazing and flows much more smoothly than some of the previous titles. As someone who is currently replaying the original series on PlayStation Vita, as well as Size Matters on my PS5, it's amazing to see how far we have come in this series. Zerky's Battle Arena brings back the familiar Battle Arena to test your combat skills, and luckily, at least in my opinion, there are no hoverboard or spaceship races in this game. Meeting other Dimensions versions of franchise staples was beautiful. Emperor Nefarious, Captain Quantum, and Phantom are new great angles on old school favorites. I did have a few gripes with this game, specifically Trudy. For as much as they refined most of the controls and combat in this game, Trudy somehow still flew around like she was in a PSP game. Luckily, her usage was very limited and we didn't have to deal with her bad controls too often. Additionally, I felt like the Rhino in this game was just kind of meh. It was definitely the biggest letdown of the entire game for me. The Rhino is supposed to be chaotic and over the top, and with the quality of some of the other weapons of this game, it just kind of got lost in the mix for me. That being said, I do now have a new favorite Ratchet & Clank game. The platforming and combat are definitely the best in the series. Rivet, Kit, and the Morts were some of the best additions to the series in a long time. If you're a fan of the Ratchet & Clank series or 3D platforming games, I would say this is a must play. I'm actually going to do two scores in this review. A overall game score and then a platinum score. So for the game as a whole, I would say this is about 9.5 Mrs. Zircons out of 10. And then in the quality of platinum, I would give this a 10 out of 10. It's a relatively easy platinum. It only took 15 hours. It was a lot of fun. I think if you're a trophy hunter, this is a 10 out of 10 must-have trophy for your collection. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please drop a like. And if you're new here, it would be awesome if you subscribed and hit that bell icon to keep up with all of my latest videos. Until next time, have a great one. Later.